What's up guys, Josh here. Today I want to talk about a topic that has caused an almost near panic in the car community and especially the Dodge community. And this is something that, like all companies, have been going on for quite some time, I think quite a few years, and it has pretty much, stirred a whole phenomenon of disappointment and things like that the SRT models were going to be discontinued. And luckily, that really is not so much the case. So what happened was Dodge disbanded all the SRT employees, which is, like the ones who make the Hellcats and the Demons, things like that. Basically like the ultimate core performance vehicles that Dodge makes. And so what's going to happen with that is, so what happened was, Chrysler was merged with Fiat by a company called, so Chrysler got merged with Fiat with a company called Stellantis. Now, Stellantis is a multi-nation auto manufacturer company. So they own Fiat, Chrysler, Dodge, and 14 others. Basically what's going on is Stellantis is going to be in charge of Dodge and Chrysler vehicles now, basically. So that means is, they are going to be making like the Hellcats and the Demons and things like that. And that's all it is. So basically they're going to be made by employees who also make other vehicles, as well as the Fiat and the other 14 other manufacturers. So basically, the companies are going to work for Stellantis, which means that they are going to be making all vehicles for all of their companies, so to speak. They'll be, making performance vehicles for hopefully all the other companies as well. Seems like to me that this is like a way of other auto manufacturers getting in on, ultimate performance vehicles, so to speak. And this seems to be a great opportunity for them. Now imagine if you saw like a Fiat Spider Hellcat or something like that. It'd be kind of funny because since they're an Italian manufacturer, they have parts where an American manufacturer would put sort of like their parts in to make it basically a Fiat Hellcat. Pretty interesting. Or what would be more interesting, which this has been speculated a few times, is like a Chrysler Town and Country Hellcat, which is the Chrysler minivan. Now imagine if, they made a Chrysler Town and Country Hellcat. I think mostly the car guys would get a kick out of that because, they would do all sorts of funny things with the minivan. They might, might make maybe like a limousine type seating, or they take out the third row seat and probably the back row seat too. Make it where you sit on the sides and it's basically like a limo, but wouldn't be as long and be quite interesting. The kind of the funny part is, I don't know if a lot of soccer moms would be buying those vehicles because they would not be utilizing all of the 700 plus horsepower and all the torque that vehicle would have to offer. It'd be kind of funny, like if a soccer mom, they all like overslept and soccer practice is going to happen in like 15 minutes and they were still like 10 miles away undressed, and they all got into the Hellcat minivan and just tried to do a $150 on their nearest highway, if they could even do a $150. All the traffic and all the curves. Be kind of funny. I'm trying to attempt to drive as fast as they could to soccer practice. Like you always hear about parents being late to soccer practice, and it would just be like a funny scenario. That would be like an unheard of scenario of like a mom driving well into the triple digits to try to be on time to soccer practice. Be kind of a silly scenario. Well, so back to the main topic of this video, and so employees are going to be working along with other manufacturers basically to, make vehicles for them, like I said earlier, and I guess really see, what the Dodge brothers have bring in. So that's going to be quite interesting. So like I said earlier too, like the Hellcat and all that, it's not completely gone. I know that's what all of us thought earlier, as well as myself. I almost fell for it when I heard about this and read up on it a little more, and I was like, oh, it's not the end of the SRT industry. They're just being moved into a higher company. So that's pretty cool. Now, But all of that being said, the days of the V8 engines are numbered because of the demand of electric vehicles. Since electric vehicles are slowly becoming the dominant thing, and they're sooner going to be probably a popular choice of vehicles, because there will be more and more of them out there than there will be right now the second. But that gasoline is going to start to drop in price, as I've stated when talking about the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Now look at how that vehicle turned out. It's an all-electric vehicle that has to charge. You just can't go to a gas station and fill it up with gas. It'd be kind of funny if you just let somebody borrow a Mach-E, they take it to the gas station not knowing it's electric, and they fill it up with gas. The whole thing just blows up from the inside. That would be like a hilarious scenario. At the same time, it would be a horrible scenario. Be basically funny, but not funny. That would be pretty interesting. I could see like Autovlog, maybe, if he had the confidence to try something like that, knowing all the videos he's done, putting stupid stuff in the gas tank and things like that, and just I guess he put the thing, I think he might have put a truck into reverse or something like that one time, and it just basically confused the whole engine and what have you, and just smoke coming up and whatnot. I think there was. I don't know. Yeah, so like I was saying, V8s are basically not going to exist too much longer. The same probably goes with the V6 and the 4 cylinders. So enjoy V8 supercharged power while you can, because one day we're probably not going to be able to enjoy it. But also, with that in mind, electric cars should come out with a V8 alternative that's like a V8 but it's electric, and hopefully it sounds the same, performs the same, and what have you. That would be good. So overall, even it's sort of a kind of an awkward feeling of a somewhat international company making American-made vehicles, and that kind of makes it sort of like a non-American vehicle. Dodge might be sort of an Italian type made vehicle, since it's merged with Stellantis now, and that is just quite an interesting scenario, though it's a reality. So I was going to say, it's a good thing that the Dodge Durango Hellcat was made. It's probably going to be, if anything, one of the last Hellcat models that Dodge purely made. And yeah, so that is pretty cool. So like I said, V8 engines are gradually declining. I mean, some of them have even became V6s, like F-150s, and Ford has basically transformed into an almost V6 company, as well as 4 cylinders, and only keeping the F-250s and the bigger vehicles that they have into V8s, as well as some F-150s you can still get with a V8 option. So the nearly 2 decades of enjoyment out of the SRT industry is just somewhat going to be changing drastically in time. So I just wanted to kind of talk about this topic and kind of give you sort of tell you what I've heard about it, and kind of a few things that is gonna happen from this. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.